The 1945 Lincoln Wheat 1-cent coin, United States of America. I'll gently correct the spelling to penny in the content, but the meaning stays the same. Is a scholarly yet readable history, covering origin, design, metallurgy, minting, circulation, symbolism, and legacy. The kind of piece you could use for research, collecting, or education. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat 1-cent coin of the United States of America. History, design, symbolism, and legacy. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat 1-cent coin, commonly called the Lincoln Wheat penny, occupies a significant place in the monetary, cultural, and historical narrative of the United States. Minted during the final year of World War II, this small copper coin symbolizes resilience, national unity, and transition, from wartime sacrifice to post-war recovery. Though modest in face value, the 1945 penny carries profound historical weight, representing both continuity in American coinage and the shifting material realities of a nation at war. The Lincoln Wheat cent was produced from 1909 to 1958, and the 1945 issue belongs to the later period of this iconic series. While not exceptionally rare, it is historically important and widely collected. Understanding this coin requires an exploration of its artistic origins, metallurgical changes, minting practices, economic context, and cultural symbolism. Origins of the Lincoln cent. The birth of a presidential coin. Before 1909, U.S. coins rarely featured real historical figures. Most designs depicted allegorical representations such as liberty. This changed in 1909, the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. President Theodore Roosevelt, a strong advocate for artistic reform in American coinage, supported placing Lincoln's portrait on the 1-cent coin. The result was the Lincoln cent, the first regularly circulating U.S. coin to feature an actual person. This decision marked a turning point in American numismatics and set a precedent, followed by later coin designs. Designer, Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln cent was designed by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian-born sculptor and engraver. Brenner's design was chosen for its dignified realism and emotional depth. His portrait of Lincoln was based on a photograph taken by Matthew Brady in 1864. The reverse design, 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolized agriculture, prosperity, and national abundance. This reverse gave rise to the name Wheat Penny. Design features of the 1945 Wheat penny. Obverse, front. The obverse of the 1945 Lincoln Wheat penny features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln. The word liberty to the left. The year 1945 to the right. The motto, "In God We Trust," along the top edge. Lincoln's expression is calm and resolute, reflecting moral strength and leadership, qualities especially resonant in the final year of World War II. Reverse. Back. The reverse design includes 2 stylized wheat ears curving upward along the sides. The denomination 1 cent at the center. United States of America beneath it. The motto E pluribus unum across the top. The wheat ears represent agricultural strength, self-sufficiency, and the foundational role of farming in American life. Metallurgy and composition. Pre-war and wartime changes. Before World War II, Lincoln cents were made primarily of 95% copper, with small amounts of tin and zinc. However, wartime demands forced the U.S. Mint to conserve copper for military use. 1943. Pennies were made of zinc-coated steel. 1944 to 1946. Pennies returned to a copper alloy, but much of the copper came from recycled military shell casings. Composition of the 1945 penny. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat penny is composed of approximately 95% copper, about 5% zinc. Many of these coins were struck using reclaimed wartime materials, making them tangible relics of America's industrial war effort. Minting and production. Mints that produced the 1945 penny. In 1945, Lincoln wheat pennies were minted at 3 facilities. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Denver Mint, marked with D. San Francisco Mint, marked with S. Mintage numbers, approximate. Philadelphia, over 1 billion coins. Denver, hundreds of millions. San Francisco, over 180 million. These high production numbers reflect the continued need for small denomination coinage during a time of economic transition. Historical context. America in 1945. End of World War II. The year 1945 marked the end of World War II, with Germany surrendering in May and Japan in September. The United States emerged as a global superpower, but the nation had endured years of rationing, labor shortages, and economic strain. The penny circulated widely among civilians and soldiers alike. It was used in public transportation, food purchases, letters and postage, military canteens. Economic conditions. Despite wartime inflation, the penny retained practical purchasing power. Small transactions were common, and coinage played a vital role in everyday commerce, circulation, and everyday use. The 1945 wheat penny passed through countless hands: factory workers, soldiers returning home, farmers, shopkeepers, and children. It was used to buy newspapers, candy, bread, postage stamps. These coins often accumulated wear quickly, leading to the heavily circulated examples commonly found today. Collectability and numismatic value. General value. Most 1945 wheat pennies are common and affordable. Circulated condition, modest value. Uncirculated or mint state coins, higher value. Coins with original red copper color, especially desirable. Errors and varieties. Collectors seek. Die cracks. Off-center strikes. Double dies, rare but valuable. Such errors increase historical and monetary interest. Cultural and symbolic importance. Lincoln as a national symbol. Abraham Lincoln represents unity, emancipation, moral leadership, democratic ideals. His presence on a humble 1-cent coin reinforced the idea that national values belong to everyone, not just the elite. Wheat as a motif. The wheat stalks symbolize prosperity, sustenance, renewal, peace after hardship. In 1945, this symbolism was especially powerful as the nation looked toward rebuilding and growth. Transition to the memorial cent. In 1959, the wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1945 penny thus belongs to the final chapter of the wheat cent era. Preservation and legacy. Today, 1945 wheat pennies are preserved in coin collections, museums, family heirlooms, educational displays. They are often the first collectible coin for beginners, serving as a gateway into American numismatics. Conclusion. The 1945 Lincoln wheat 1-cent coin is far more than a simple penny. It is a historical artifact forged in the crucible of global conflict and national transformation. Its copper composition links it directly to the war effort. Its imagery reflects enduring American values, and its widespread circulation makes it one of the most democratic objects in U.S. history. Though small and common, The 1945 wheat penny embodies the spirit of perseverance, unity, and hope that defined the United States at the close of World War II. For collectors, historians, and citizens alike, it remains a powerful reminder that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of